All right, thanks so much for being here this morning. Very honored to have Tim Harrison with us, the Vice President of Special Events and Corporate Partnerships with Phoenix Children's. Thanks for doing this.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
This is my fourth or fifth year doing this since I've been at the radio station, and I was not prepared for how emotional it is for us here, and everybody in this building loves this event so much. You have to enjoy doing this with us.
It's without doubt my favorite. I'm totally biased around this event. It is my favorite for sure.
Can we talk a little bit about how important these events are? Because unless you've been to the hospital, and thank God for families that haven't needed to go, but once you walk into that place, it truly is special. And these events help make sure that it's around.
Absolutely. We can't function without things like this, without the community support. This is a nonprofit organization. So the foundation and what we do to help support the hospital with all the great needs that are there day in, day out for families that come to us every day.
And it's the level of care is world class. And families, unfortunately, that have the need come from all over. Because of the care you give.
Yeah, not just, we super serve the Arizona community, but we see kids from most other states and other countries across the globe, not just countries that are nearby to us, but we see European, Asia, other places that really are seeking out the very best care.
What are some of the new things happening at Phoenix Children's that the people need to know what's happening there?
Well, we're still continuing to expand. Last week, we just took our first patient in our Arrowhead campus, so a new hospital that just opened there. We opened a facility at the end of last year in Avondale, and we're going to be opening another hospital in Gilbert. So providing more access to services closer to where the community lives, where the population is. And we're really going to lean in heavily on behavioral health. We really need to support that.
I was at the hospital last year. I've done it each year, giving out bears to children from the Teddy Bear Express. And we saw a girl in the lobby, and she had an infant in a stroller. And the child had just had some heart surgery done, and she was there, I think, for a follow-up visit. And so we asked her if she'd like a teddy bear. And she then found out who I was and said, "My dad gives to the hospital every month because of your show." And we explained to her that these are the teddy bears, that someone received a teddy bear in her father's name, and she began to cry. And it was just one of those emotional connections that people have with that place, that once you're there, you can't shake the emotional connection.
And you're never really that far from it. That was a classic full circle moment, right? Which happens all the time. But even if you don't have kids, or if your kids have not had to be treated at Phoenix Children's, then you probably know someone, a friend, a family member, somebody in your church group or work colleague that has had an experience with us.
When you go out and talk to groups and you talk to corporate partners and you talk to people, what message do you bring? Like, what do our listeners need to know? What message do you bring people about the hospital and why they need to get on board?
Well, like I said, as a nonprofit facility, we rely on the community support, not just because it's really expensive to run the hospital. It's $2.7 million a day. That's what it costs us to run the hospital. And a lot of philanthropy really kicks in and supports some of that. But without this hospital, people would have to go elsewhere. Like, there isn't world-class facility here like Phoenix Children's. So you don't want to have to take your kids to Texas, to California, to Colorado. We treat you here, close to home, where you need to be with your family.
Tim Harrison is joining us. He is the Vice President of Corporate Partnerships and Special Events with Phoenix Children's. The other thing that people rave about, and that we talk to the families when we go in and we ask the families about the care they get, they rave about your people. Seems like it's a big family that is so laser focused on not just giving the best care, but you are so emotionally connected. And it seems like it's different than any other place. Yeah,
well, I think pediatrics is naturally a little bit like that, but we really care about the whole family. It's like taking care of the child, but also making sure the family is good with this. Like, it's a journey for everyone. And so they are like family to us. These kids are like our kids, and we treat them like that.
Well, and the parents have commented to me when I've asked on a number of occasions how much attention you pay to them, realizing what they're going through as a parent. And you focus on that as well to make sure the parents are cared for in that way.
For sure. Well, if you imagine, just walking up through the hospital when something's going on with your child is a hugely stressful time for a parent or a caregiver. So we need to be there and really step in and make sure that we can tell them, we've got you, right? We've got your back. We've got you, Phoenix.
And going through some of the places like the intensive care unit, the neonatal intensive care, it's an amazing place where people have got to really, they know their job so well, but to mix being so good at their job, but at the same time, such good, kind human beings, that's an amazing combination.
Yeah, it's just in the DNA at Phoenix Children's. I mean, the very best talent that we recruit, but also the personality to really understand, the family is there. Like, it's more than just a job to us. This is what we do. This is really part of our DNA.
I appreciate you coming down. I know this is going to be a very busy week for you as well, and I'm glad you stopped in with us. And I hope we can talk again because I'm so thrilled to be a small part of this big event that we do. And it's great to meet you, knowing that you're the one behind all of this with partnership with our company.
Yeah, well, it's you guys that are really kind of helping spread the word to the community, and obviously the listeners that really step up and support in a time of great need for us, and we appreciate that.
All right, well, let's see if we can't raise some money right now. How's that?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's get down to how you can donate.
Triple match. Now is the best time to call 602-933-4567 to donate to PCH. Triple your donation now. It's the Give-a-thon Triple Match.
All right, it's the Give-a-thon Triple Match. Every dollar you donate gets tripled up to $100,000. So get out your checkbook, get out your debit card, and let's donate some money. The YRE5 phone number, 602-933-4567. 602-933-4567. Please donate, join with us, partner with us as we do everything we can to keep this place going. It is such a great place. We love to be a part of it because we know the need is there, and we can partner with these families that are enduring such hard times, tough stuff for their children. So another way that you can be a part of this is with the Teddy Bear Express. Your commitment to donating every month gets a teddy bear in your name in a child's hands. I've delivered these, and they do give out cards with your name on it to a child. It's one way that they will have a memory for the rest of their life, show that people are thinking about them, praying for them, and jumping on board to help make sure they get the care that they need. You can do that right now. Phone number 602-933-4567. It is an incredible day, and we are hoping that this week is going to be one that raises a lot of money.
Thanks for watching the Mike Broomhead Show. Catch up on Amazing Arizonans, a KTAR News podcast, and click the button in the middle to subscribe.